Alrighty, y'all. Today is chest day. I know chest day, one of the best days ever, and it is also Monday. Monday chest day. Oof, starting off the week really, really strong and really, really good. So before we go to the gym, we'll go ahead and pick out my pump cover because it's a little chilly, which means I can pick out a pump cover in a nice fit. So yeah, whenever I pick it out, I'll catch you guys in the gym. Alrighty, so we're gonna start over here with some incline dumbbell press. These are my favorite like upper chest movements. So right now I'm gonna warm up with some 15 pounders just so I can show you guys the proper form, I guess, and the way I feel it the best. And after that, we're gonna jump up into weight and hit some sets. I like to go preferably one warm up set and two sets till failure, preferably about 8 to 12 reps. So I like to feel it about here because I feel that stretch in my chest, and then I just drive it up, and it's like a press. I'm not using my arms, I'm trying to use my chest mainly. You just keep doing that like that. And you'll know you're doing it right because you'll feel that activation in your chest, especially in that upper region, which is where you want to feel it. All right, that's good. All right, let's go ahead and bump up its weight. Alrighty, so I got some 40 pounders, and like I said, I like to go between 8 to 12 reps. So now we got some big boy weight on. So just go ahead and hit this set. Of course, we'll see how we're feeling afterwards. Let's get this done. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. We had about 11 sets right there. So I'm honestly feeling another one. So let's go ahead and just do another one real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Alright, that felt pretty good. And honestly, I'm really feeling pretty pumped already. But we're gonna go ahead and do some cable flies, and then I think we'll take off the pump cover and see what's been cooking up. Alrighty, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm already feeling pretty pumped just from doing the incline dumbbell press. But I don't think we're gonna take off the pump cover just yet. I think I'm gonna finish these sets of cable flies right here. And of course, focusing on the mid chest, so that's why the attachment is about my shoulder width apart. So then after that, let's just see what's gonna happen. Hopefully, I can already feel it. The pump's gonna be insane. Okay. I did forget to mention that I see a lot of beginners in the gym. Whenever they're doing these cable flies, they kind of push out with their shoulders instead of their chest. So just a reminder to always kind of like go like this. Like as if you're like hooking somebody. About to throw a punch, kind of like a hook, so you can make sure you activate your entire chest. Yeah, that's a little tip. Let's go ahead and hit the set real quick. Okay. Oh yeah, I definitely feel pumped after that. So I think let's move on to some dips next. So we're gonna go ahead and do some dips. Now, there's a difference between doing dips for your triceps and doing dips for your lower chest. So if you really want to activate your lower chest, you kind of want to have like a 90-degree angle and just kind of dip down. I mean, that's what I do, and I feel it every single time. And I know I feel it because after once I get done with my set, I feel such a relief on my chest, like not my chest, my chest, and like it literally was like, ah, and it's like ah, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I know I'm hitting it right. And of course, if you don't like doing dips, there's always the cable fly option. You can just change the settings a little bit and you'll literally start hitting your lower chest. I might do a set of those depending on how I feel after doing these dips. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11. Okay. Well, that was a really good set. Okay, I'm definitely gonna keep doing dips. I just feel like I feel the activation in my lower chest when I do it. It feels amazing. So I'm definitely gonna do another set of this, and then I think we just move on to some shoulders. Yeah, that was good. All right, let's move on to some shoulders next. Alrighty, for this next set, we're gonna go ahead and start. It's weird. I know I'm gonna start really weird with these rear delt flies, but I want to emphasize more on my rear delts because they are kind of lacking compared to the rest of my shoulders, which you'll see later on whenever we post down. But just go ahead and hit the set real quick. Let's see how I feel. Remember, high reps, low intensity, so you can really target those rear delts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, that's really good right there. Man, my rear delts are fire. Okay. Got about 11 reps in there. Honestly, I felt my rear delts activating for every single rep. So I'm gonna do another one of those, and I know it's gonna be a really, really insane shoulder pump by the end of this. Here we go. Okay, that felt pretty good. All right, let's see. Let's move on to some. I think some shoulder press would be good. Alrighty, normally I would have done some dumbbell shoulder presses, but today I'm low key feeling machine shoulder presses. Now I normally go between like 25 pounds, 25 to 30 on shoulder presses, depending on how I feel that day. But today I got about 80 pounds loaded up on the machine. So let's give it a shot and see how we feel. Okay, yeah, that felt really, really solid. We're definitely gonna hit another set. Oh man, I've lucky been sleeping on this machine. Really, I can really feel my front delts working. All right, let's move on to some chest supported dumbbell lateral. Let's go. Personally, this is my favorite. I mean, my favorite, like, what is it, like side delt exercise, like lateral raises, chest supported dumbbell lateral raises are my favorite exercise. And I have about 15 pounds. You know, you gotta load it up with too much weight. And for these, I get about 10 like solid reps. So he's going to hit this set. I'm thinking we take off the pump cover after this. See what we're holding on to. Two, five, six, seven, 10. That's it. That's to bust out those partials halfway through. But hey, let's take off the cover real quick. Put the mic in my hair. I have to put the mic in my hair just to hold it. Actually, no, I think I can do it with one hand. Let's try it out. So, well, you know what? Here, better alternative. Not a bad pump at all, man. Look at that shoulder action right there. Not bad at all. Definitely not complaining about that. We're going to put you guys right there. All right, let's go ahead. 4, 8. Oh man, that's crazy. Alrighty, I think that's enough shoulders. I think we're gonna go ahead and move on to some bicep exercises now. I'm thinking we stick it to dumbbells for today. We'll go ahead and do maybe some cable hammer curls. We'll see how we're feeling. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and hit some seated dumbbell curls. Now I'm gonna be using the 20 pounds. I mean, this is like a good like weight for me. I get about 8 reps in, but of course I want to push for at least 10 so I can kind of get a progressive overload going on. But yeah, let's go ahead and hit this set. And I already know my arms are gonna be freaking sore tomorrow. All right, let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. we were able to get about 10 reps. I think the next set, I'm gonna see how I'm feeling. I'm gonna try to go for 11, but of course, just do as many as I can. But I felt really, really good after my biceps, and I don't know if you guys could see that, but man, my arms are already feeling it, dude. All right, that felt pretty good. I think what we're gonna hit next, I might stick with the 20s. Actually, no. I think we're gonna do some preacher curls. I'll try it out with the 20s, and I feel like if my bicep is too exhausted or fatigued, I think I'm gonna slow it down to the 15s. But we'll see how it goes. 6, 7, 8. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, yeah, that's pretty good. I think we'll do one more of those, and we'll go ahead and move on to some hammer curls. And that's it. That's today's workout. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and finish up today's workout with some cable hammer curls. Literally one of my favorite exercises to do for bicep. Well, I guess to break your radialis and to give you that, you know, peak on your bicep. But let's go ahead and get this set done. And we'll do one more too. But let me bump up the weight real quick. I think we'll do about, I think 55 is good. Yeah. 7. Yeah, that's really good weight right there. I was looking at my veins. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but my veins were popping like crazy. Ooh, that just gets me excited every time I see that. All right, let's do one more. All right, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and find somewhere to pose down so we can check out this pump, man. I've been so excited the whole lift to check it out. Alright, it's probably the best spot I could find, and honestly, it's a pretty good spot. The lighting here is actually, pretty good. I like it. So let's go ahead and reveal the pump. I mean, it's already been peeking at us for a little bit, but let's go ahead and fully reveal it. Man, I'll never get tired of these chest pumps, man. Looks so awesome. I'm gonna have to clip you guys on my hair just so you can. Actually, let's do a little smart about this. Boom, on the tripod. Man, this chest pump is awesome. Oh yeah. Now I do know that I have to lose some of this fat on my left hand. That's what it's telling us. That. And tomorrow's back day, so you better peek at that. But once I get my lower abs in and these left hand was gone, man, it's gonna be an incredible physique I built. But then after that, I think I'm gonna start lean bulking. Man, I still can't get over this chest pump, dude. It's so sick. Let's see this biceps. Yeah, could do some more work on them, but they're there. They're there, all right. I'm feeling with these two, man. Bicep looks amazing. I mean, overall, insane lift. Very, very happy with how this stuff came out, especially the pump. The pump is pumping, all right.